channel for Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. And we gotta keep it hype.
Keep it hype.
Represented for life. You know how we do it. Woo! Hey! Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars. Too much for your crew to handle. Keep it lit, and this is the #1 YouTube channel by UCF Jaguar. Yeah, we about to blast off. If you've been a fan, then this is the dopest platform. Yeah, never hold back. Gotta represent for the teal and black. Breaking news, live streams, post-game videos, yeah, all that. Gotta keep it hype for show. You know how we reppin', serving L's to the Colts, to the Titans, and the Texans. Yeah, stay tuned for more. You can feel the energy for sure. UCF about to hold it down. Subscribe, come and check it out. University of Central Florida. After graduating, he was inspired. Made the channel, had to make it happen. Bringing you the news and gon' take it higher. Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Duval. That teal and black. Where you at? Got it hyped. All the fans, and we don't know how to act. Duval, and that's for life. Get it right. UCF Jaguar. Right now you should come subscribe. This the spot where it's poppin'. Really ain't a better option. You can check it any minute. All the games he be watching. Yeah. So if you wanna stay up in the mix, don't nobody do it like this. Yeah. You don't wanna miss all the real fans. You can't resist. Let's go. Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags. We don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags. You know how we ball. Best believe it. Got the people screaming out, Duval. Hey, UCF Jaguar. Represent for life, baby. Hey, make sure you subscribe. We gonna keep it live. Let's go.
All right, guys. You guys all read that title right, okay? I ain't capping, okay? I ain't BSing you guys. I got a call today from an unknown number telling me, hey, the Jaguars are about to win the upcoming Super Bowl. And I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? They said, yes, I guarantee it. So, yeah, that's what I'm putting out for you guys. My sources have confirmed the Jaguars will be winning the upcoming Super Bowl. So I don't know about you guys, but pretty hype. I'm pretty excited for that. I'll probably get like a white Super Bowl, like Jaguar jersey, get some merch. I'll get my Super Bowl merch. I think it's in New Orleans this year, so it should be a pretty good drive. But yes, guys, the script is in. Yes, Tekken, like you said, the script is in, and I'm pumped about it. Very, very excited. So I hope you guys are too. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing good. It is June 11th, so we're in kind of a, definitely the dead period. And honestly, like OTAs, I feel like back in the day, I feel like it used to be like a little more like, I don't know, maybe exciting. Like it always felt like there was kind of news going on around it. But man, or I don't know if it's maybe my separation from the Jags, because I think as I get older, this kind of stuff kind of makes me a little bit less excited. When it comes to like OTAs and just, training camp and, the wide receiver 7 position battles. I don't know if it's that, but I know with OTAs, it's just, Brian Thomas catches a post route, and people are like, oh, but I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, we got Jaguars United in the building. What's up, man? Glad to have you in here. Glad to have everybody in here. Yeah, I got to wear my throwbacks, man. I'm waiting for the throwback jersey drop. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. One of my friends called me today saying, hey, like, when are they coming out? Because I want to buy one. I don't know. I don't know, but the Jaguars are definitely teasing the crap out of this. I don't agree with it. I don't like. I guarantee you they're gonna do like some kind of thing. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna unveil in 14 days. They're gonna be like the next day, Christian Kirk more days until jersey unveil, and then they'll have the 12 more days. I don't know who number 12 is right now, but they're gonna start doing this ridiculous countdown. I just hope it doesn't happen. I just want them to drop it. Okay, I just want them to drop the throwback so we can see what they look like, because man, that'll be. And a lot of people are asking me, they're like, why are you so excited about throwback jerseys? We're only going to wear them like once or twice. But for me, the reason why I'm excited for it is because I think it really makes us like one step closer to maybe not going back to throwbacks as our primaries, but doing more of a uniform redesign that looks more like the retro uniforms as opposed to our current uniforms, because I don't hate our current uniforms, because I do like the simplicity of it, but I hate the away uniforms. I hate just because there's no personality whatsoever. I mean, I don't mind the teal on white or the teal on black, or the black on black's a cool look, but when we're having an away game and it's like uniform unveil Thursday Night Football against the Saints, we're gonna wear white on black. It's like, okay, cool. Like, it's just, we have honestly just such cool colors. Teal is such an original sports color. Like no other team, I think, outside of like maybe like the San Jose Sharks really, maybe, I think that's about it that really has the color teal. It's very, very unique for us. We should, do a lot more with it. So I don't know. I think that the time will come where we take one step closer. I just hope they're not waiting for like the new stadium to get into uniforms, because it's that's too late. It's too late. So Biggs 904 channel member up in here says, "What's up, UCF? I'm excited for throwbacks too. I wonder what color. Well, it will definitely be teal. I don't know if they'll do a white. It'd be nice if they did a white, but I don't. It sounds like just a teal. And I hope we do multiple games of throwbacks. I hope we do two, at least two. I don't know how many games are allowed. The NFL is pretty strict on the amount of uniforms. But I even heard that the Jaguars might be doing like a white helmet this year too. So they're going to finally get in on the uniform fun. So yeah. So what's this stream about today, guys? Not really much. I'm actually thinking about maybe dropping the link in the chat if you guys want to join. I do this about once a year, and then afterwards I always regret it, because someone comes out here and kind of pisses me off. But we'll do that. Okay, I'll throw it on. If you guys want to come on the channel, all I request is that you guys cam up, because if I just see somebody in a lobby and it's just like a blank name, like Mike Oxlong or something like that, blank screen, I'm just gonna imagine that you're gonna try to do some weird stuff. So I'll drop the link up in the chat if you guys want to join. We can just talk some Jags. Join the show. Okay. Yeah, just promise me that and also if you guys join, come in here with some questions, okay? Come in here and what's it called? With something to get off your chest, okay? It's not gonna be me interviewing you. It's all about getting having some fun with it. Okay, so let me go ahead and pin that. Pin message. Whoops. I pinned the wrong message. Okay. All right. It is a risky link. Luckily they get put backstage so I can kind of see what's going on. But Zach says, UCF, who's your all-time favorite Jaguar? First one that comes to mind. Gotta be Freddie T. Just childhood memories. I remember one time I broke my arm, right? And then I went to downtown Jacksonville at like Nemours Hospital or whatever. And then right afterwards, my dad took me over to the Jaguars practice, and Fred Taylor at 12 years old was the first person to sign my cast. So it's pretty sweet. All right, guys, let's bring in our first guest. We got Sitor in the building. What's up, man?
Not much, brother. What's going on, man?
Dude, not much. Just dead season right now. So just trying to put out one video, one stream per week,
Yeah, I hear you, brother, man. I mean, I'm just excited because I'm actually get to work for the team this year.
Oh yeah, what are you doing for the team?
I do working with the 50-50 charity, man.
Oh, you
I've
hit me
hit
up
you
for
up
that
about
about
that
that,
before.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you hit
man.
me. Yeah, I think you in the comment section or on Instagram or something. I forget somewhere you did.
Yeah, man. I'm always up in the comment section. I don't really do much Instagram or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, that's sweet, man. How'd you get that gig? You just started applying?
Yeah. Just started applying. Of course, working with my brother. Of course, we run What's Good Jacks.
Oh
So
yeah.
we do that, and of course, we just started Jaguars. He runs all that stuff on Instagram. I don't really get on much of that social media. I just follow mostly, of course, football and just mostly, of course, everything Jaguars.
Sweet, man. Yeah, that sounds fun, man. You're gonna get in all the games. You're gonna get to interact with some fans. That'll be
Oh,
cool.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely, man. Because I mean, I just moved back to the area. I was born here in Jacksonville. I lived out there, in your area. Been all the way throughout here in Florida. So, I mean, I just can't wait to get back out there.
Yeah, man. You're Duval till you die. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. We go back, OGs, man. I went to every single season the first 4 years. I went to every home game. It's 30-year anniversary, man. We gotta love it. We have it in our hearts.
Yeah, and pretty soon we'll have the new stadium ready for that. Some good. I've been pretty happy when it comes to the progress with the new stadium, man. There hasn't really been many hiccups like I thought there'd be.
No, I mean, it's been pretty smooth. I mean, I think the transition has been going very well. I think the plan just to have that, just that keep that same, half a set of just for an extra 30 years, is just fine. Keep the team just around in Jacksonville for another 30 years and expand all the surrounding areas here in Jacksonville could really use it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're here another 30 years, that means they're here for most of my life. That my next 30 years are going to be the best years. Okay, so I just couldn't imagine a situation where if the Jaguars somehow left Jacksonville, like I wouldn't know how to what I would do. Like I had no idea how I would function if that were to somehow have happened.
Well, I mean, we can figure that they would stay around. I mean, he's already been dedicated to said he's been wanting to do something around the area for the entire time he's been here. They built Daly's place. They built that brand new facility there for them to practice in that opened up just the last couple of years. I know you got to go to. This will be my first year getting to go, so I can't wait.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a blast. I mean, just all the surrounding areas, just be able to maybe host a Super Bowl again and
yeah.
maybe of course, the NFL draft in the future. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the moment I really knew the Jaguars were safe was when, honestly, was when they built a practice facility because that was 100% purchased and everything by Shad Khan, and he might have a lot of money and 100 something whatever $1 million. I mean, I guess for him, it might not be like a huge amount of money, but you don't get rich just blowing money on real estate. You know what I mean? Like and the resale value of putting 100, I don't know, what was it, like 150 $200 million into a NFL practice facility in downtown Jacksonville. Trust me, it doesn't have any kind of resale value. So the moment he did that, I'm like, boom, we're safe, we're good, we're staying here forever.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even when he bought the team, he said, he wanted to focus in Jacksonville. He's been making all those partnerships, and it's not about, necessarily blowing money. It's not about that. It's about the partnerships and the people that you make. It's about the surrounding yourselves with the right kind of people, the right kind of atmospheres that it builds you up. And
Yeah,
so that, I mean, he's wanting to put that staple here in Jacksonville, and we've been looking forward to it, and I
yeah.
can't wait for to see the new stadium and all this surrounding areas that everything will bring.
Dude, this is random, but that's a sweet poster you got behind you.
Oh yeah, it used to be my little brother, so I mean, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like a Jaguar lurking in the dark. That's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, because we've been coming up with a lot of our own designs. Of course, like I said, we got the Jaguars out now, so he just posted that one on Instagram, just dropping the website.
Yeah.
So it's just something we're getting into. So it's been pretty sweet. Just supporting everything local and everything to do with Jacksonville and the Jaguars.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. I wanna see some of that gear. I'll give you guys a shout out.
Oh, absolutely. It's it's really it's just now taking off, and hopefully it'll be got some really good got some really good shirts and stuff out there. So it'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as the Jags, man, I mean, just how do you feel about Trevor possibly getting that new? He wanted to get that deal done before training camp.
Yeah, there's this one guy on Twitter called like Pretty Ricky who's been pretty like accurate on a lot of stuff, and he's saying that the deal's likely to get done in like maybe even the next few days. And then, like Dilla commented saying that, yeah, he's most likely to get done. And they're working on Tyson Campbell right now, which, man, if he can sign those two guys, that's huge. Obviously, quarterback's a premier position. If I'm saying Tyson Campbell versus Cisco, if we were only able to keep one, I'm keeping a cornerback. You know what I mean? So I feel good about keeping him around. And then, once you get all these guys under contract, then you really have to be able to start nailing your draft picks. You know what I mean? You really got to, we can't just keep chasing after free agents because all of a sudden, the money's going to start going away. Then you got to replace these, expensive guys with, young rookies. Like right now, 80% of our offensive line is right now under, veteran contracts. You want to get that down to 40, 60%. You want a team where it's like you're re-signing your premier positions, like obviously your quarterback, you want your wide receiver one, you want your edge rushers, you want your cornerbacks. Then, you draft and replace, like right now with like Foye Lukin, for example. Ideally, when you drafted Devin Lloyd, when you drafted Chad Moon in the third round, when you're, investing a fourth round pick in Ventrell Miller, you're ideally replacing a guy like that. But, we haven't been able to draft well enough to replace that. Ideally with like a Brandon Sheriff at right guard, ideally, Luke Fortner would have worked out and, maybe not playing right guard, but you shuffle some things around. So, you got to start hitting on these draft picks instead of, I'll always think that even no matter how good Tank Bigsby is, I just didn't agree with drafting a running back in the third round, especially when you have like an ETN. I just, for me, get your RB2 on a 1 year, $3 million deal like you get for like a Dearness Johnson or a Hasty. You know what I mean? I would rather get a veteran guy that's been around a lot more. But yeah, I guess moral of the story is draft good.
I hear you there. I mean, but I do have to say, look out for some of those draft picks that we have had and some of the ones that we have coming in. I mean, that we have some, even though there's some big guys, you also have to remember with the new kickoff rule, we got some of those guys that are going to be some speedsters out there on the field making some really good returns. I think that's going to be looking good. And as far as Trayvon Walker, even Eric Armstead said he could be one of the best in the league. He went from just a couple sacks his rookie year to 10 sacks last year. He's getting more into that position, and now with more big bodies on that defensive line, he's going to be feeling more free to actually play around. I'm expecting at least double-digit sacks out of both of them this year. Again,
dude, I'm hoping for it, man. I'm hoping for it. But all right, Seth Lord, I'm gonna get somebody else up in here. Appreciate you joining in, man, and go Jags.
All right, brother, have a good one. Go Jags.
All right, shout out to him, man. Next up, we're gonna get MJD Enjoyer. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Dude, not much, man. Just chilling on a Tuesday night in June, trying not to sweat my ass off.
Yeah, I feel that, man. It's rough.
Yeah. So what's popping, bro?
Not much, man. Just getting a little work out of the way, keeping it, staying busy.
There you go. So you got any hot takes about the Jags coming up, or how you feeling about the squad?
Man, I still feel like we could have done a lot more in the offseason, but I like our draft. Brian Thomas, hopefully he's going to ball out this year. I'm excited to see him play. Man, I just hope we can stay healthy. That's all.
No, yeah, that's definitely what the Jaguars are leaning on right now, especially especially with the offensive line. I mean, granted, last year, honestly, if the injury bug didn't hit us, we would have been a playoff team. I mean, you went 1-5 in the last 6 games. You only needed to win one of those to actually get into the playoffs. And I think the Jaguars, like GM, like Trent Baalke, I think they were looking at the landscape of the AFC South. And they're like, oh, snap, like it's going to be 3 rookie quarterbacks. Like all these teams are ass. Like we're going to be good. We don't really have to do much. And then they literally saw the Texans lap us in a way. You saw the Colts get a lot better. The Colts went 9-8 with Gardner Minshew. So yeah, it's you look around at the landscape and it's definitely I think that they got a little bit complacent. They did a decent amount this year because It didn't feel like the roster was all that good, and I was a little bit worried we're going to sit on our hands again. But I thought we addressed some stuff okay. I'm definitely a little bit worried about the offensive line because I feel like, the floor of the Jaguars offensive line is like, bottom tier, and like our ceiling is like maybe like 12th. You just got to hope it's good enough. But yeah, I think every team tries to stay healthy throughout the year. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, man. Like, you can never have too much depth on the O-line. I'm glad we got Tone last year. Like, he's been good for us, but I wouldn't have been mad if we went guard in the first round. Just get some extra depth there because you want to feel safe. It's not a sexy pick, but and I was kind of like, I was really torn, like 50-50. I was kind of in line with you. Like, it's fun to get a receiver in the first round. I was like, man, we need help, like, outside. We need a corner so bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can see some depth there this year. And I mean, hey man, you said it. Like, the division's not getting any easier. Like, the Colts could be better this year. Anthony Richardson, if he stays healthy, the Texans are a freaking wagon now, which sucks. But
it does suck.
Yeah, man. It's a weird situation because everybody's kind of putting us middle of the pack right now. Which, you go 9-8, 2 back-to-back seasons. It's kind of where I think it's a fair place to put us. But the potential is definitely there. Like, we're definitely in contention. Take the division again, just like 22. And yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I'm excited, and all I know is football season cannot come soon enough. Like, the UFL's gone. It's that dry part of the season, man. It's rough out here.
And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, man, like, what would life be like without football? It could be so boring. Could you imagine, like, wouldn't like every month be like June and July where it's just it's just like, it's like a Sunday and I'm just not really like, I'm cleaning the house up. I'm just
what are you supposed to do? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so fun on the weekends when you have college football on Saturday, then you're setting your fantasy lineups on Sunday morning, and it's just man,
Monday night, Thursday night, college on the weekdays. Yeah,
and then it leads you right into like Thanksgiving and Christmas time, and like the weather gets better, and like it's man, it's like a magical time of year.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, I agree though. I mean, really with the Jaguars though, like I really do feel like the sky's the limit for this team, mainly because we do have a Trevor Lawrence, and everybody is honestly sleeping, I think, pretty hard on Trevor Lawrence. Like, he is a really good quarterback who played through a lot of injury, and I think that injury made a lot of people, at least like casuals and national people, kind of sleep on the Jaguars and kind of think that he's not as good as they kind of remember. But man, he was like 13-3 before going down with injury, and then once he got hurt, there was no run game to bail him out. His favorite target, Christian Kirk, was hurt, and then the defense couldn't stop anybody. It was just, toward the end of the year with everything, like we literally looked like a bottom 5 team. And it was just super disappointing to watch.
I think even like during the Bengals game, that Monday night game, I think you could kind of feel that was the point that like the morale in the locker room started to fade, especially for the defense. And like, obviously there were injuries too, but I mean, your quarterback's hobbled. You don't really have a reliable backup. No offense to CJ Beathard. But
Mac Jones, baby.
Yeah.
We're back.
Mac Jones season. Mac attack. But yeah. And I mean, honestly, I think if Kirk hadn't have missed like the second half of the season, we would have won the division. Like Kirk's no like Justin Jefferson or anything, but I think he's probably the most underrated receiver in the league, at least like when it comes to like number 2 guys. But yeah, I mean, that he was by far Trevor's favorite target the last 2 seasons. Totally like completely valuable to the team, and I think that was like the start of the downfall last year. And I mean, it only got worse. We know what happened after that. So
yeah. No, yeah, Christian Kirk is just super reliable, man. It's so like I just feel, I mean, he's had like really one bad drop maybe in his Jag career, and it kind of came at a bad time against the Chiefs. But like, man, it's I feel like just when he's out there, like he gets open, he gets in the soft spot. I feel like he has a good feel of like kind of the football field. And, we tried so hard to like prop up, a Calvin, really make him be that dude. But, Christian Kirk is a pretty dang good dude out of the slot. I'm just hoping that, Brian Thomas Jr., I think he might come on a little bit slow, but I'm hoping that, he can kind of come out of the gates and, be a pretty good player for us like year one, because, he'll definitely get, I think, a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, who knows what the offense is going to look like? I mean, hopefully Doug and Press had a nice little sit down after the season. Be like, all right, we need to change some stuff up. Start airing it out a little bit more. Use the weapons, but and you never really see. I mean, there's probably an example. I might be wrong here, but like those rookie receivers, like they really don't break out like week one. You get a few games into the season, and then you can see, okay, this guy, he's going to be a problem, or this guy, automatic like offensive rookie of the year candidate. So like I'm definitely going to be like give him like a month grace period, and then we can see like really what his game is going to look like, because he's going to adjust. And I mean, our schedule is not exactly easy this year either.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, but like hopes are high. Like I've watched his highlight tapes probably like 20 times. He's so fast, man. Like that's what I'm excited about, because we haven't had a guy that just has that much vertical speed in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, he just has the true physical tool set, and like I think the one guy I compare it to, because you kind of mentioned this too, is what's it called? How wide receivers might take a little bit to come on, and that's like Justin Jefferson. I remember his rookie year, like all of a sudden at one moment he just started popping, and then it was like a week in, week out consistent thing, and like he wasn't like that.
Right.
Because I just remember in fantasy football, all of a sudden, like everybody was after him on the waiver wires, like after like a few weeks into the season. So it was I'm hoping that Brian Thomas Jr. will be able to really, once like November, December come, like really be in the swing of things on the field.
Yeah, that's what we can hope for. But like even like the last couple of years, you've got like in the first round, and they became like really reliable receivers, but it takes a while. So but he seems like BTJ seems like the guy that can adjust and bring it on Sundays. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Dude, yeah, 100%. But all right, man, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna get the next person in here. Go Jags.
For sure, man. Go
Duval
Jags
till we die.
Ball, baby.
All right, next up we have CJ Leader _10. What's up, bro? You are muted right now.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
I am not a Jags fan, but I am a Titans fan living
I'm about to
in
say
Jacksonville.
I saw the _10 in there.
So, how have you been in this offseason?
All is good, man. Just the Jaguars did a lot of the stuff I wanted them to do. So how about how are you feeling about the Titans offseason?
Just I just don't want to like call out my fan base because of how we're delusional. Like I've seen we've just been through so much. Firing Vrabel. Oh, why'd you do that? Because we needed to. Because I've learned so much about how you may not be the biggest problem, but you're not the solution going forward. So just great things all around. I'm excited for this division because it's like the first time, like all around, like I'm excited for how our division is gonna go, like how we're gonna battle out who's gonna win the division come in January.
So what are the expectations around the Titans? Because I know coming off last season, a lot of people said, oh, this is a rebuilding team. They're going to be, 5-6 wins. But then they went out there and they traded for Snead. They paid a bunch of money for Calvin Ridley. I mean, it's looking like you guys are actually really going to try to push for a playoff spot. I mean, what are expectations at right now?
Here's the thing about the rebuild. I just think that like we should have been through a rebuild. Like we are bad. But like I get like I'm not gonna doubt like the moves that we've made, but like I just want us to humble ourselves a bit because I don't want to see our fan base at 4-0 going into the bye. It's just like I don't want us to lead ourselves up to disappointment again.
Yeah. So are you excited about Calvin Ridley, or How are you feeling about him?
I told you the room. Well, not you, but like just people I know. The room for error, or just like the room from when you're just not in the league for 2+ years, it's small. Like you can't just be good just by you not playing 2 years consistently. I just think that you need to be there in and out. So I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna say if Cal really just happens to be bad this year for us. I'm not gonna be the one saying that. Hey, it's not me. Like I'm not gonna say that Calvin Ridley is like he was supposed to be good this year. Like if that happens, if he's good, that's good. But if he's not, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So I guess who's gonna be? What's the running back situation gonna be? Is it gonna be Pollard as RB1, or is it gonna be Tajay Spears? Where are you feeling on that end?
For the unofficial, I think it should be Spears 1, Pollard 2. But I just think that you know it's just best to be passing first rather than run the ball. I don't know why people think we should resign Derrick Henry. We shouldn't, unless you just want us to have a free win. That's the only way.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's Derrick Henry definitely did his thing for Tennessee, and now he's on the Ravens. That'll be a crazy
I,
backfield seeing
I've
him
seen
with
the media
Lamar.
thing. It's not. It's
Yeah,
just not right.
yeah. No,
But
yeah,
but
I'm sure.
I
I'm
didn't
sure it
want
hurts to see.
I didn't want to come on the show just to talk about the Titans. I do think that the Jags. You know, I just like want to give. I'm kind of the person that just wants to give Trevor Lawrence one more year because bad coach. I remember like all the articles about Urban Meyer. Like I can just remember every single thing happening. And then the second year, Doug Peterson started really bad during the middle of the season. Then just I was at the Jags week 18 in Jacksonville and Nashville last year. I called the one in Jacksonville, the week 18, the day the Titans broke my heart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
were you
it's
at that
just
one?
yeah, I was both at last year's and the year prior.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, it's I was not at that game, but I can only imagine how you felt. So
It,
do you
it,
think do you think do
it
you
was
think that was a
heartbreaking.
fumble? Do you think it was a fumble?
I remember saying review review that, and then they called it a fumble. I'm like,
I don't know.
just
I mean, I usually try to be as unbiased as can. When I saw that, I was immediately like fumble, and then I was surprised there was actually a debate, but there's actually a legit debate. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty clear fumble personally.
yep.
Yeah.
But just as the Jaguars, just hope that I never wish upon like a team to be bad. I just want us to have just matchups like that we can remember by I think we can like especially build chapters of how we like battle out like you lost to us because of this. I think it's just I just want that history to be built.
No, yeah, man. I'm all about. I want more like AFC South games with a lot of stakes. Like
Yep.
last year, there was the final week of the season. Both AFC South matchups had playoff stakes, and obviously we saw Colts and Texans. Unfortunately, for the Titans, Jaguars,
Somebody had to lose that game.
Titans had to play spoilers, but it was definitely one for the history books. And as the year before, the Jaguars took the playoff spot from the Titans. So hopefully, I just hope that we start getting some Sunday night, Monday night football games in the AFC South. I think that'd be a good place to go.
I'm good with not being on prime time.
You could not be on. Yeah, we did. Jaguars didn't do very good on primetime last year, I will say.
Didn't win a single one.
Yeah. I mean, no, you guys beat the Dolphins on primetime.
Well, I was just talking about the Jaguars.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Titans. Yeah. No, last year we our season ended on primetime football against the Bengals.
My boss was at that game, and our other coworker.
Yeah, I know people at that game. When the quarterback goes down, man, it goes pretty pitch quiet.
I was laughing. At least
Yikes.
when Trevor Lawrence had that fumble or like the interception, it was just hilarious.
I bet it was for you. But all right, man. Any last questions or you want to say anything last before I get someone else in here?
Just continue to build history. It's all mutual. Just build a history.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's hope to do it, man. But good luck this year. Hopefully everyone
Good
stays
luck.
healthy and let's have some good matchups.
So some good matchups.
All right, deuces. All right. So shout out to we have a Titans fan in here calling in. That's what's up. There was someone in the lobby that wound up exiting, but I will say, guys, I want to give a cool announcement. So because I know I was listening to Jags United's channel and he talked about it a little bit, but starting this upcoming football season, me, Jordan DeLugo, and Jaguars United will have a weekly Wednesday night live show together. It'll be every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I am currently getting a sweet logo made for it. I don't think I'll drop the show name. And also, Jason, I actually changed the name of it over because I thought it might have been a little bit too wordy. But once I get the finalized logo, I'll start up a group chat, send it over to you guys. But yeah, it'll be sweet. So it'll be a weekly show. We're gonna break the internet, guys. I don't think there's no other show out there like it, man. It's no, it's not the Jason show. Yo, Jason, I tried to tune in Monday morning. You said you're gonna have a live show on your other channel. I couldn't find it. I don't know if you record another one, but I wanted to check. I wanted to support you, man. But yeah, watch for this upcoming football season. The first episode will be the Wednesday before the first training camp practice. So we'll probably start off just give our final thoughts of the offseason, cap it up and then kind of do like a look forward. But yeah, it'll be honest. It'll be awesome. I'll have for once a set time. I'll have a set crew. We'll have plenty of good conversations. We'll get the chat involved and it'll be a lot of fun. So definitely looking forward to that one. What's it called? Oh, lazy is out my. I thought, yeah. When I heard you doing morning show, I was like, Jason doing a morning show. I thought he was gonna. I thought all his shows were like at 9 p.m. or later. I thought me doing an 8:30 p.m. show was gonna be too early for Jason. But yeah, no, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I know I was like, when should I announce this? I'm like, I don't really see why I can't announce it now. It's not like any kind of secret, but it'll be a ton of fun. And hopefully it's good for all of us. Hopefully, my channel grows. Hopefully Jordan and Jason's channel grow. It'll be a lot of fun. So Samuel says, off topic, but Florida is winning the Stanley Cup over Edmonton. What's the series at right now? Isn't it like, I don't know. I don't follow much hockey. I don't follow any hockey, actually. I was following the NBA playoffs, then the Magic got eliminated, so I stopped watching. Dude, Jersey, you got to make the videos again, man. Someone hit me up. He's like, hey, man, like, I'm a little bit worried. Do you know if Jersey Jag is doing okay? And I just told him, I was like, dude, with YouTubers, man, a lot of times life happens and, there's things that happen and it's hard to, we have to kind of adjust. But, everybody, he'll make his return when he's ready for it. He'll make his return if he's ready for it. Hey, Drew, you can make your turn right now. You want to call into the show? We're right here, bro. But yeah, I did have someone reach out. And I'm like, he's fine. He's fine. Duval TV says, your after the game takes are cool at Jersey. Oh yeah. I may make Jaguar may make everybody make videos, man. We need all the Jags content out here. One person who's trying to put all of our YouTube channels out of business is Bucky Brooks. He's out here posting on the Believe in podcast network this daily Jaguar content. I don't know how I'm gonna look. Bucky Brooks, he was an NFL football player. He played for the Jaguars. He was an NFL scout. He was he's an NFL Network, one of the leading podcaster guys. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna beat him. I don't know how we're gonna beat him, but he's trying to take my YouTube channel out of business. Okay. So what I had to do was I had to bring in Jordan. I had to bring in Jason. I said, guys, us three need to get together because the powers are beating us. And now 1010XL is out here posting content like crazy. They're trying to take us down. I'm just trying to keep up. Okay. I'm a solo mission out here, just trying to keep my head above water. We gotta support your small businesses over here, guys. You know how it goes. They took our exactly, bro. They took our jobs. They took our gerbs. How are we supposed to go up against these guys? Texans overpaid Joe Mixon. Texans fans talk too much. Bucky's super. I know, man. Bucky is way more qualified to talk football than I am. That's for damn sure. I'm retired now. My YouTube channel is on the shelf now, but that doesn't mean I won't stop making a video whenever I feel like it. Yo, are your videos still public? So I gotta check out the classics. Yo, he did it. He did it. Jersey Jaguar is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Dude, not much, man. How you been?
I'm still alive to all the people that have apparently reached out to you and wondering if I'm okay. And I have gotten a couple Twitter DMs wanting to know if I'm locked in a room somewhere or if I've been, captured or whatever. But I'm still here.
So you got to put out a statement here on the channel, and we'll have the digital team put together a nice little, quote from you. I'll tag the Jaguars, and hopefully they repost it, and we can get the word out there about what happened to Jersey Jaguar.
Well, kind of like what you were saying earlier, it's a mixture of life and just like recording videos on my phone. Like, I don't know. I can kind of be a little bit of like a perfectionist. And even though most of my videos are just like me ranting about the Jaguars, like sometimes I'm just like, man, I'm tired of like recording on my phone. Like I want a real camera, and then I just like, I don't know, kind of move on. And I mean, I've thought about making a video like a million times in the last however long it's been since I last put one out, but laziness kind of gets in the way too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't do as many sometimes if I just want to get a quick one out, I'll record. Like if breaking news happens and I'm like on my way to work and I won't be able to put out a video for like 10 hours, and I'll like do it real quick on my phone. But I know for me, before I put out a video, I write some notes because I want to be able to put out a video where like I'll be proud of it instead of a video where I'm just like rambling. So I definitely feel you on that.
See, I kind of wish that I was like that, where I took notes. Like, I take the more crazy psycho approach where every video that I did was a one take.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but if I said like one thing I didn't like, I'd be like, nope, screw it. And I'd stop recording and I'd have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that would be a lot of what I used to do too. Like when I first started off, I was just like, I would talk for like 6 or 7 minutes. Then I would stumble, be like, oh, delete, re-record. So that's why like my notes are more so just like bullet points of like, I just write something down, and then it's like, so it flows a little bit more, because there's nothing worse than like when you record and then you're like, shit, I forgot to say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on this offseason. I thought the Jags actually had a pretty good offseason. I mean, I would think that you would agree as well.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing a lot of stuff that I kind of wanted them to do. So I mean, I can't complain on my end. They're going after guys I wanted them to get. I was really wanting them to go after Brian Thomas Jr. I do worry about the offensive line just being able to stay healthy, because I don't know. I mean, if Mitch Morse gets hurt, are we seeing Luke Fortner back in there? I just don't know. Like, I think the tackle depth is pretty good, but interior offensive line, they're just hoping that a guy like Brandon Sheriff stays healthy when he's never really stayed healthy before. And, we got backups like Shatley, Fortner, like Cooper Hodges. It just, that's the main thing I worry about.
Yeah. And I mean, like Doug Peterson had said, I believe it was either after the Titans game or his like postseason interview when he had made the excuse of, well, the offensive line, all 5 starters only played the one game together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, was I thrilled that they re-signed Ezra Cleveland? No, but at the same time, I think he's like 25 years old, 26 years old, and they probably figured that he has a lot more, I guess, like the ceiling's higher on him than probably most people think.
Hmm.
And then even if Mitch Morse is just like a 1 or 2 year thing, even if it's a 1 year, like a piece of duct tape, you know what I mean? Like even if his play is just middle of the pack, it's still an upgrade. I mean, go ahead and think back to how many of ETN's runs were off the tackles
Yeah.
instead of through, because like we could not run up the middle.
No, they just stopped doing it, and that's when people got annoyed with the screen passes and the bubbles.
Right,
It's because like they literally couldn't run in the interior. It was terrible.
right.
And ETN knows how to run downfield. It's just,
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, trying to think what else. Free agency. I mean, I love the Eric Armstead signing, obviously, because if you watch like you go back to like the Ravens game and like especially the San Francisco game, the Jaguars lost that game. Yeah, they had turnovers and stuff, but we we are just so far physically from
yeah,
those upper echelon teams. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what the Jaguars, we have the quarterback despite what the national media wants to tell you recently. We have the skill position guys. Um I do think like our linebackers and secondaries probably better than what people think, but like the lines of scrimmage really the interior of the offensive line and mostly the defensive line is just we're weak, we're soft. And I
yeah,
know like not a lot of people want to admit that, but it's like Devon Hamilton was a shell of himself. You know, Robertson Harris kind of got paid and was there most of last year. So hopefully Eric Armstead really provides that um, more of a physical presence. And I would love for on a 3rd and long actually to kick Trayvon inside and have Eric Armstead outside. You know, I mean,
mhm,
there's so many different, lineups possibilities they can do with that. I do still worry about the depth at just a pure edge rusher. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
a lot of us we really hope for like Yasir Abdullah, but I mean beyond that, there's nothing.
No, I'm right
So,
there with you. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's different is that like we did add an Eric Armstead, which while he's not that edge rusher, he is an additional guy that can rush the passer. But yeah, that's a big concern to me too.
right, yeah, you're not gonna rely on him on the edge a lot, but I think you can, he can act as that like big end, and I am excited to see the possibilities of how Ryan Nielsen mixes him and Trayvon and Josh Allen up.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, I just hope that Devon Hamilton can return to what he was, and also um, when it comes to this this past draft, I think if Mason Smith ends up being the gamble that Trent Baalke took on him, if he ends up paying off, then I think this draft is actually going to be right up there with the 21 draft
yeah. No, that's what I'm
because
hoping. Yeah,
I mean he really is the piece because I think the corner they took from Florida State, I think he'll be on the field probably a lot more sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And then obviously Brian Thomas Jr. He's Trevor's number one.
Yeah.
So I was so happy with that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm hoping for it, man. But yeah. But all right, Brian, I'm gonna get one last guest in here before ending the show at the 1 hour mark. But hey, if I have any advice for you, like don't stress about making YouTube videos. My main thing is just make some post game videos, okay? The post game videos when you're either excited or you want to rant. Those are the videos to get out, man. So start with that.
Those are my bread and butter.
Yeah, start with that, and if you want to expand a little bit more and start talking about the inner workings of stuff, you can do that. But yeah, man. But all right, bro.
Cool.
Have a good night. Thanks for calling in.
Too, man.
Thanks for giving in to peer pressure and making you call. So, all right, man. I'll catch you later.
No problem, man. See ya.
All right, guys. Last up, we have a celebrity in the building. We have Jason from Jaguars United.
What is
What's
up,
man?
Dude,
Bro. Not much. Dude, it's the overachiever in the building, man. You're going live like every night trying to put us all out of here. What are you doing, man?
Do you want to hear something funny? I was about to go live tonight, and then I saw yours. I was like, well, yeah, you know what? I can't go live tonight. But
Whoops.
Hey, respect to you for bringing on random people on your show. I mean, that is just bold. And respect to you, man. I love it.
I think this is the only time it's actually worked out for me. Like I've had people on here pull up like weird pictures. I've had people I've had shows where like, I'm just kind of interviewing people and they're not really saying anything. And this is good. Like conversations were flowing.
Yeah.
I felt like I was talking to a bunch of my friends today.
Dude, I remember watching one of your like calls, like your phone calls, when the people would call in, and I was like, good Lord, this man's ballsy for letting these people call in.
Yeah. But yeah, now I made the requirement that, okay, you guys have to cam up. Okay. Show your face. If not, then I'm not gonna trust what comes in. Shout out to Sea Breacher.
He says that because I'm in the middle of a Rainbow Six Siege game with him right now.
Are you play Ace?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, he wants me to play, but unfortunately for him, I'm AFK this round, so that sucks for him.
Yeah,
but,
I don't.
Hey, how's everything going with you, Dalton? How's everything going with you? You asking all these questions of other people. How's everything going with you?
Dude, all is good, man. I'm kind of like you, man. I've just been chilling. I mean, like because I know we feel bad as YouTubers when we don't put out as much content as we once did, but I think we grind so hard between like training camp all the way up until the draft because there's really no stop there. Then kind of the draft happens, and then like. So it's like, all right, this is what we got. The roster's kind of built, and then I just kind of take a while to just relax and maybe just put out like a video per week. I'm not trying to like put out any kind of like daily content or anything. Yeah, I've been chilling, man. I've been feeling good.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, you're obviously always crushing it for sure, and it's always good to see how content creators handle like the dead season.
Yeah.
Like you said, like you kind of have to like grasp for straws. So
yeah,
it's interesting to see what happens. But you're getting invaded by the big dogs, dude. I don't know how you're gonna. I'm interested to see how you adapt now because the big dogs are coming after you.
Dude,
at first
hard,
they talk
man.
shit about you, and now they're coming after you. So
dude, they're coming after me.
The
man.
target's on your back.
Yeah, no, and that's why I had to bring in the Avenger team. Okay, we're gonna bring in our live show, which now that you're on here, okay. The original plan was for the show between me, Jason, and Jordan was going to be, I was going to say the Pride of the Jaguar podcast. And then I kind of learned that, that might be a little bit too long. So I renamed it. Okay. It's going to be called Club Jaguar. Okay.
I love it.
Club is open at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. And I have a sketch of a logo done. Okay. So I want to go ahead and show you.
Let's see it.
What this guy looks like. Boom.
I like it.
All right. We got the Jaguar with the headphones, the sunglasses, looking like he's straight in the club. This is the MC. Okay. All right, guys. Only real G's are gonna be allowed up here, and that's kind of what I told the guy. Maybe not an aggressive Jaguar. Give me like a chill Jaguar, like a vibing Jaguar.
Give me a cool Jaguar.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Give me a Jaguar that I want to hang out with. That I want. If I were to go to a party, and this guy is hosting. Give me that kind of Jaguar. So this is what it looks like. It will be Club Jaguar showing on Wednesday nights at 8:30. Me, Jason from Jaguars United, and Jordan DeLugo from Gin Jag. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's something that's been in the works for a while, guys. I actually want to do something like that last football season, but I was studying. I was doing a lot of studying in the background, so I just didn't want to put too much on my plate. But
bro, you trying to tell me you were out there doing some studying? Are you out there? You're trying to better yourself? Come on.
I was trying to better myself. I was trying to. I want to make that money, Jason. Okay, I don't have this athletic director NIL money coming in.
Hey, you saw they passed the NIL in high school.
Yeah,
hey.
I'm gonna see what's the first kid that's gonna pull up in a Ferrari.
Listen, my job was already 90% fundraising, and like I texted my boss, I'm like, it's now 100% fundraising. That's all my job is. Like we can pay kids now. We can pay high school kids to play.
So is that exciting for you, or is that scary for you?
So it's exciting if you're good at raising money. It's not exciting if you're not. Like I have a niche for raising money, so that's what I do. So it's exciting for me, but I could see where other people who that's not really their niche would be a little nervous. But for me, I'm pumped because I'm gonna have all the best kids. Like I was down at Mike Norvell's FSU camp with our football team, and I was just like looking around at the kids that were like Godby, American Heritage, and I was like, bro, I'm getting all of you. I'm getting every single one of you like a Mercedes. I'm getting you a stipend check. And I was just so excited because now, like, we have a chance because we can just pay you. So,
I mean, you're out there in Ponte Vedra, right? You can just knock on doors, man.
Just hit up my neighbors.
Just knock on doors, man. You got these, 2-3 bedroom houses, but the houses are going to cost $500,000 because of that property value, man.
That's true. Yeah. That's why you got to catch it at the right time,
Yeah.
So.
Dude, but
I'm excited though. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited to do this show with you. Every time I go on a show with you, I always leave being like, dude, this was a great time. So
no, it's always a great time. Now we got a set weekly thing. See, my I'd say I've done some good things here on YouTube, but I think my biggest flaw is that I'm just too sporadic. Okay, I never had like planned live shows. I never really, I would put out different videos, like expect a recap Sunday night type of thing, but I would go live and be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go live like every Thursday night, then the next Thursday I just don't go live. So now I have a set schedule. I got people to do it with, and dude, I think this is gonna take over the web, man. I have a lot of high hopes and expectations.
I love how you said I've done some good things on YouTube. Like you're not the biggest Jaguars YouTuber. Oh, cool. You're so humble, UCF Jaguar. Wow, you're so humble. I've done some good things. Like, come on now.
Once I do this, Jason, I'll be unstoppable. Okay.
I love it, dude. I love the long hair, dude. Are you just gonna let it keep going? Is that what we're doing?
We'll see. What happened was it's actually getting pretty long right now.
Yeah.
What happened was so I had a barber right down the road. I could just walk to his house. It was great. And then he moved back to Puerto Rico, and I just stopped getting haircuts. Yeah, so
you didn't have a cousin or a nephew that also was a barber? You couldn't hook that up somehow?
Nope. I was like, and then I'm the kind of guy that I'm always just getting, I don't know. I'm like a woman. I get bored of like my hair and stuff. So like I'll grow it long. I'll shorten it. One time I got my hair braided in Mexico. I had like the half man bun thing.
Don't tell me that. What does your wife think? What does your wife think of the hair?
I mean, she thinks it's cool. She got mad at me about the beard, though. I just randomly shaved my beard. What happened was I got my first haircut in forever the other day because I shaved my beard all the way down, but then I really fucked up the sideburns. It was like I didn't know what I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I just did it myself, and I just did not have I have one. I just don't have the right tools for it, right, to line it up, and then everything was fucked up, and I have kind of an important thing at work this week, so I had to go over and just get it straightened up and everything. But yeah, it was
so when you go to work, how do you do it? Do you put it up in the samurai, or what do you do?
Dude, there's all different. Sometimes I just let it down. Sometimes I go up with kind of like a half thing and I leave it down here. Sometimes I'll go full bun. There's just so many different ways to wear it, man. When it gets a little longer, maybe I'll curl it.
Oh no, a little perm.
Yeah, maybe a perm. Yeah, I could get a perm going. I could really wear it out. Yeah, that's dude, the opportunities are just like limitless. You know,
Hey,
and
dude.
it's
Well, hey, listen, it's 2024. The Jags are winning the Super Bowl. UCF Jaguar doesn't cut his hair. I think it's gonna work out great.
dude, and of course we got Club Jaguar in the building, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have Club Jaguar. It's gonna be I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it.
It's gonna be good, dude. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm pumped too.
Hey, well, I
But,
appreciate you having me on, man. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
man, dude, I appreciate you joining. I was gonna leave you as my last person. Just hit about an hour. You know how these live streams go, man. Try to get an hour, and
An hour is like the
and
sweet spot. An hour is
it
like
is
the
a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Once it gets some people go on places and stream 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how people do it. Me,
Probably cocaine. Probably
cocaine. Yeah. Hookers and cocaine.
Probably.
but all right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Hey, when you going live next? Tell
don't
the
know.
people.
Maybe tomorrow. I was
All
gonna
right,
go
guys.
tonight, but you threw me off. So
That's true.
I guess maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
I said move over, Jason. I'm going live. So I threw in a really clickbait title. I just threw in. I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put a thumbnail, like the most outrageous thumbnail. So I had Gene Smith and Mike Larkby with shotgun.
Dude, I saw that, dude.
man.
I was like, I was like, it took me a second. I was like, that is not Gene Smith, dude. I was like, I was like, oh, that was.
I was like, let me find like the most like obscure Jaguar picture and put the most ridiculous title, and that's what we got here. Okay, so
I love it, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to be on. I love you.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, man. We'll be talking soon. All right. All right. So that was Jason from Jaguars United, guys. He has a great YouTube channel. He's does film breakdowns, but lately he's been doing Jason personal life breakdowns. Okay. He's gonna tell you all about his relationships, all about how to avoid ED. It's been great stuff. It's been great. I've been taking notes. Okay. I've actually completely changed my lifestyle based on some of his advice that he's been giving. Okay. And it's been quite the inspiration. He's just right now he's actually a young, giddy man falling in love with a young, beautiful woman. So shout out to him. But all right, guys, like I said, 1 hour. And look, you guys, if you guys are here, we have 58 people here. You guys are the early adopters. You guys are the first to hear about, Club Jaguar. Okay. It's going to be lit this upcoming football season. Of course, this is just a sketch of the logo. We're going to have a lot better one done. And then we're going to start probably eventually having like maybe merch. Never really been much of a merch guy, but we'll start doing that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But all right, guys, thanks for holding it down, locking it down, staying right here with me. And we will, I'll talk to you guys later. Go Jags.